In the previous video, we have seen how to list individual customer data using how do we access individual customer data by creating these URLs. So we were able to go to individual users orders and the count of number of orders. So but what we have seen, yeah, is in order to add customers or in order to add an order, we need to go to the admin panel to create it. Instead, we could actually do it by an operation called as CRUD operations. So create, update and delete operations. So let us see how we can create orders by using what is called as model forms in Django. So in order to do that, so first we need to create a method to access to create orders. So similar to how we create various methods, let us create order method, and we know request would be the default argument to that method. So here, so we will be invoking what is called as order forms, and this order forms we need to place it in the above. So before we do this, first we need to create a Python file in the app called as uh, forms.py. So we need to place that, and inside the forms.py we need to mention or we need to invoke the model forms. So that can be done something like this: from Django dot forms import model form. So and from dot models import order. So in this way we can import the model forms, and also in the models file we have created a class for order. So we are also trying to import order into the forms.py file. So once we import it, so we need to write a class definition. So which is, I'll be writing a class definition for order form by inheriting model form. So and with colon, and it also contains a class called as meta, and enter these parameters. Model is equal to order, and fields is equal to, you can give individual fields or you can give all simultaneously. So save this, and these particular forms will be loaded into views. So that can be done by mentioning from dot forms import order form. So once we do this, save it, and so there is an indentation error. So that is in line number 51. So let's create now this method called as create order. So first step is to import the order form. So that can be done by calling, so we are creating the forms by using a library called as model forms, which is part of Django, and we created a class called as order form, and that class is accessed here. So from dot forms we have accessed the class called as order form, and we are creating an object of order form class here, and we are checking whether our request method, we will check whether request method is post or get. If it is get, it is a default one. If it is post, we will mention the following actions. So if form dot is valid, check whether it is valid or not. If it is valid, save the form. And so I'll explain why this return key is needed. So if we don't mention this return, you will not see the change, and it would be harder to. So what we are trying to do is we are making it to return to the home page here. So once we did it, once we done this, so let's also give the context dictionary where you need to mention the form. So you need to send this form to order underscore form, which we are supposed to create. We haven't created it. So this is context dictionary element. So save it. And now, so this redirect should be in quotes. And we also need to import redirect because we did not do that. So let's do that redirect also. So we need to mention a comma here. So now once we did it, you need to return the function where we render, and request would be a default argument, and that would be rendered to order underscore form .html, so which we need to create. Haven't created it, and the context dictionary is passed here. So we have the context dictionary, we have order underscore form, and we are sending the whole form which we, so the data, so when a user fills the form, so we are sending the details of that form to order underscore form .html, that is being sent through through this form variable. So whereas this form contains the actual form, so when we are accessing in the order underscore form, we will be mentioning this the key. Okay, so now, so once we have done this, so let us now create order underscore form .html. So it's a simple form. So let's go back and create a template called as order underscore form .html. So let's enter. So here just create a form, and so we have a simple form, model form, which we got it from model form. So here we need to mention what action we are going to take. So here our action is create, and the method is post. So we should also mention, just like how we have done for the first video, we should also mention CSRF token. So CSRF underscore token. So once we've done this, so a submit button we should have it. So let's do that. Input type is equal to submit, and name also is equal to submit. So this is enough. So this is the form which we have, and so we are importing the order. Order is a class which we wrote in models file, and that is being accessed here. And we created order form class, and this order form class is accessed in views, and we created an instance of it, and we checked whether it is valid or not, and then saved it, and we have seen whether the method is post or not. So let us see what happens if we, with this sort of syntax. So let us go to the form link, and let us check here. So we don't have per se order, we did not create anything, so let's specifically mention it, order underscore form. So when you go it, so you are able to see some error. So URL we did not define, so let us now define the URL. So for order we should, for every link we have to create the URL, so that we have missed, so let us do that. So create underscore order slash, so comma, so views, we have to mention the method. So we have created a method called as create order, comma, name is equal to create underscore order. So put this in. So let us see now what is going to happen. So just to make it visible in our dashboard.html, we can also create a similar hyperlink, a link or a button, like how we have done for home. So instead here we will write create underscore order, so that it create underscore order, so that we will write and save it here, and you can also mention create order. And go back and check the results. So if you go to the dashboard, you have both create order. So currently we have customers, these are the customers who we have. So if the customer is already there, we can make various orders. Suppose Raju want to make a order pasta and submit. So there is some mistake, so we are got that error because we have missed one line here. So if the condition is satisfied, we also need to mention that form is equal to order form request dot post. So this is very essential here. So you save it and you go back to the link. So now if you see, so this is what is the order form. So we are not mentioning anything in the action. So, and we have URLs where we created the create order as a link, and create order is the create underscore order is the link, and create order is the method in views. So under this method we have called order form. So this order form is defined in forms. So this is what is order form. This order form is invoking the model form, it is inheriting from the model form. So that's how it is linked, and we were able to complete this function. So let us see what is the output of this. So if you go here and click on dashboard, so you have a create order. So you click on this, select any names and select any product status, and now we should be able to see it. So if you go here and click, so let's see, suppose Sandeep has 2 orders, so let's make one more order. So that will, so Sandeep ball and delivered submit. Now you go back and see the orders, so you get 3. So every time you add a new order, it would be displayed here. So if you say Raju, so currently say Raju has 2 orders, ball and pasta. So now I'm going to create a new order for Raju. So let me give a chair and submit it, and go back to dashboard and check the Raju's orders. You will have 3. So chair is reflected here. So in this way, earlier we used to add products, customers, orders through the admin panel, whereas here using model forms we were able to include or create new orders to the already existing customers. So in the same way, we will see how to update orders, how to delete orders in the next coming videos.